Picard, episode 3, recap and review. Here's what happened last week. He's chilling in his big old mansion with his fancy tech, trying to look back and go all detective on the case. All caught up? I didn't think so, but let's get into it, okay? Would it have killed them to have him be like, space, the frontier is over. My name is Jean-Luc Picard, and I have found myself not a member of Starfleet, but a raging alcoholic in the hills of the south of France. You know, something like that. Just a bit of nostalgia in it. Maybe I'm just asking too much now that I've watched too much Star Trek this week.
I mean, the obvious way to go would be, you have some goddamn nerve.
Did she just grow a vape juice? Did she make a vape? That's cool. See, this is the thing I like about this show more than anything, because, you know, a lot of it in The Next Generation takes place on the ship, whereas this is nice and out in the open, which is great to see, because we get to see how the world is.
On your next top secret, unauthorized synthetic girl rescue mission, try not telling the CNC of Starfleet exactly what you're planning on doing.
Thank you. This is something that I said about the last episode that I wasn't happy with, and she's just completely addressed it. That's good screenwriting right there. Like, that's... Why are you being a fool, Picard?
My entire life for the past 14 years has been one long slide into humiliation.
Same. Just... same. We've almost got the same hair as well. So the start of the episode, we get to see how Picard and Raffi fell out. Once again, Picard trying to push his agenda with a big mission that he needs help for. The Starfleet are just turning around and saying, look mate, nah, them days are over. You need to just chill out, accept your retirement, so on and so forth. And he's like, look, fuck you. You can't tell me when to retire. I am retiring. Either you let me do this mission or I'm gone, mate. And they say, you know what? You need to chill out. Just take the retirement. Unfortunately, this means that Raffi herself then loses her position. And now we find them in the present day discussing this fallout. The thing I think that's really interesting about Picard in this is he's always been quite an isolated person. Like, the only reason he was so interactive is because he had to run the ship. Obviously, he found interpersonal relationships with people and so on and so forth. But ultimately, at his core, is a man that is very lonely and keeps himself in isolation because he doesn't know how to interact in that. All he knows is the job. And it's very nice to see, you know, what made him so great on the actual Enterprise works against him in retirement. And I'm not mad at the fact that the pace is really getting that across now. So, really important opening scene to this episode. Is that the first time we've seen a black Romulan? Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that? It's just a question, just a genuine question, because everything I've been watching recently, I haven't seen one yet, and most humanoids just pretty much look white. Someone answer that in the comments for me.
What?
You're doing the research, aren't you?
No,
I'm sending you everything that Daystrom had on Bruce Maddox.
I don't want it.
Carry on.
Do you see how alive he comes? He springs to life when the job is there. I love this dynamic. It's perfect. We're going to see him slowly becoming more and more of the man he used to be, the deeper into the rabbit hole he gets. This is good character development.
No thanks.
How should we introduce that this guy's hard as fucking nails? Like, I don't know, maybe just have a huge chunk of metal hanging out of him smoking a cigar, and then just drinking some sort of alcohol while being completely fine with all of this. Classic. I love it. Yes, I love those little moments, like, just those little things. You hear the music come in as well, that was...
Are you breaking any laws or intending to?
I don't know. I'm not in the habit of consulting lawyers before I do what needs to be done.
Do not, and I mean this, right? Do not do as Picard does in that respect, okay? Just throwing this out there. That's probably not a great idea.
Bulkhead. Deactivate ENH. Oh, no.
Am I tripping, or is that the same person? Am I going mad? Like what?
I tried my best to belong to this place. But I don't think I ever truly felt at home here.
Okay, so I've been watching, like I said, I've been watching recently. And I watched the episode where he returned back with his brother and his nephew. And then I saw the later episode where you find out that they were both killed. And it's kind of sad to know that Picard never really fit in completely to the Picard legacy and what the family name is. But at the same time, the adventure is part of his soul. It's just like he's gonna have to die like Kirk did in Generations, isn't he? That's the only way he's gonna find his peace. Hopefully they give us like 5 or 6 seasons until we get there, but like for now, that hits me deep, man. That honestly hits me deep to see him say that.
They killed the alarm.
Take him.
The fuck is going on? They're going sick. They're actually going sick. Yes! Oh man, like, see, this is what happens when you play with pacing well. Like, I was so just like, it's just gonna be a nice little goodbye, so and so. Bro, they went fucking John Wick, all 3 of them. Like, she pulled different guns out from different places. Like, she weren't fucking around. Yo, woo! And my hair got out of place and everything. Yo, that was sick. Yo, if you're hating on this show, you're a fucking dickhead. Like, honestly, like. Even Jean-Luc popped into action there. That was great. Whew. Have some wine. It will calm the nerves. This is the 46.
That's just what I'm hoping to do.
I know you.
How? So the Borg... Let's think about this for a second. Let's just throw some crazy fucking theories out just based on slight interactions, like, and crazy. Like, people always throw fucking crazy theories out, and that's what most YouTube videos are. So maybe she knows Data's daughter because of the Borg collective mind state, which means maybe the Borg are responsible for creating her in the first place. Because here's the thing, right? I'm not 100% that Data is appearing in those dreams or memories. I feel like it's more of a real-time translation. But the painting could be quite a throw-off. But then again, if he's envisioned that, we know he already had one daughter. Maybe if he had a similar sort of vision to how he wanted her to be in the future or something, maybe the Borg created her?
She's not a girl.
Which one are you?
Just help me understand what is happening.
She's a Borg weapon.
You think she is?
I know who you are! You are Sentinel! You are the Destroyer!
She's the end of all. She's the destroyer.
She is. She's a Borg weapon. I'm telling you, man, that theory, that's where I'm going with. Like, I hope that's what they're revealing to us. But it's got to be, right? Borg and Data, they've crossed paths. They've even fucked, yo. They even fucked in the movie. It fucking happened. Like, it was heavily implied and shit. This is what's going down, man. This is how it is. The Borg, they are waiting for their moment to strike by assimilating themselves into society. And the Romulans hate the fucking Borg. And they know. They know this. This is... Yo, this has got to wait.
Engage.
I don't want to know. 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 Woo! What an episode. What a great episode. We're finally in space, boys. We made it. 3 whole episodes, but we've finally taken off. Star Trek is finally taking its first real steps out into the beyond again. And we ended it on an engage. It's getting crazy. All I can think is that Data had an original plan for a daughter like he always did. And the Borg have somehow taken this over. And while she may not be fully aware, they have drawn her back in. They've planted this story. She didn't exist for 3 years ago, etc., etc. They created her. The Borg, when they first appeared, they were just pulling people out of space and no one knew where they were going, etc., etc. What makes you think they can't plant themselves in at the same, mysterious ability to do so, right? So, I hope I don't come across like an idiot or whatever. I think that the Borg used Data's abilities to create this version, and it's not Maddox, but he's a red herring, and we're gonna get to see him probably because he only appeared in like 1 episode and it was really easy to get him back and such, but he will have played a key part into moving synthetics forward, whatever, etc., etc. I'm just going to leave it at that. That was a really good episode. Much happier with that than last episode. This episode was great. The pacing was on point. Storytelling 100%. I'm just looking for a few more old faces, but I think they're coming, man. I think they're coming. We're going to see Will Riker before the end. We're going to see it. To peace and freedom. Live long and prosper. Like, share, subscribe, all of that shit. Take it easy.